she's proven pretty popular in this part of the state, and so I think it would be hard to unseat her.
A few weeks ago, I never would have caught myself saying, gosh, I wish we could talk more about election news and election stories because I want more of that. But now it's sort of interesting that the roles are kind of reversed and there's other stuff to talk about. And there is a big election this year, not just for president, but of course in state houses and for every seat in the U.S. House of Representatives and other things like that. And so let's talk a little bit about that going forward over the next few months, and especially from an inland Northwest perspective. What are some of the issues and races that you're going to be keeping your eye on as we move forward into spring and summer and into the fall for the election?
Yeah, well, like you mentioned, the big one is the Congress race in the 5th District here. Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers is up for re-election, as every congressperson is every 2 years. And usually by this time, there's a prominent candidate that's started the race and started to campaign against her. Last cycle, it was Lisa Brown, former Senate Majority Leader. She now leads the Department of Commerce at the state. She ran a pretty strong race, ended up losing by about 10 points, but she was already running pretty hard by this time in the race. Now we don't really have anybody. We have a gentleman named Chris Armitage. He's a young man. I think he may just be the only one that stands up against her to try to unseat her, but she's proven pretty popular in this part of the state, and so I think it would be hard to unseat her. But that's the big race we're all paying attention to here, aside from the presidential race, of course, which, as you mentioned, was kind of sucking all the oxygen out of the media room for about a year, and now you don't really hear about it in face of coronavirus.
No, certainly not, but we don't want to forget about things. Of course, there are lots of issues that we want to pay attention to. I'll take this quick opportunity to plug NWPB's election year coverage. It's at nwpb.org/vote2020. And while there, you can listen to or subscribe to our election year podcast called How We Ended Up Here. Nick Deshais, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been great talking with you.
Thanks, Scott. Great to be here. Nice to see you.
You can see more of Nick's reporting on these and other topics at nwpb.org. Thank you for joining us here in the unique Northwest.